Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Varela. I am a current Master's of Science Human Resources Management student with the FIU College of Business. And I first and foremost want to thank the Cyber Committee and Jillian for this opportunity, this amazing opportunity, and everyone who was involved in the process. I want to just go ahead and extend my greatest sense of gratitude and thank you so much because without the cyber scholarship, I wouldn't have been able to intern abroad, specifically in human resources management. And I would have never thought I would have met someone in Greece, which I'll talk to you a little bit later in this video. But thank you so much. This opportunity has definitely helped me in my career path and made me a better candidate in human resource management and has taught me so much about the path in which I want to hopefully go into. So my experience abroad, my name is Kevin Varela. I am a first generation student. I am the first in my family to pursue a graduate degree in human resources. And I've always loved diversity and inclusion. And I've worked alongside the disability community a long time and professional development and talent management. I feel that is so important to recognize. So a lot of the times graduate students and first generation graduate students don't have the opportunity to pursue international education or international opportunities abroad. But I've always considered myself a bit of a hustler, a bit of a go-getter. So I've always looking for opportunities to expand my intercultural global fluency. And this experience has helped me with that as well. That was one of my goals with this experience. So I actually was able to intern virtually over the summer of 2020 with the pandemic of COVID-19. I would have loved to actually go and experience Greece, Athens in person, but due to the pandemic, I was able to still be able to do this remote internship. And nevertheless, it was still awesome. It was still a great experience. And I think I learned so much. So that intercultural global fluency has taught me so much about Athens, Greece, and I was able to intern for Clio Muse Tours, which is an award-winning startup in Athens, Greece. And it was actually founded by three friends that came together and started this startup, which is a museum technology. It's an app that allows individuals or tourists. It's based on the museum industry and the tourism industry. So those are two huge big businesses in Greece. And they combine these two to create an app that allows individuals to go to the Parthenon or to any historical site and do a tour from their phone, an audio tour, an audio guide. So it's very impressive, very great. And I'll be showing you the website a little bit after. So just learning those HR processes globally, I think that was one of the major takeaways from this, you know, interacting with Athenians or Greek workers who are working in the startup industry, who have worked in the startup industry for a long time and learning how different it is from the US. They are 6 hours ahead, so I did have to wake up early on some days. That was a little bit of a challenge. And obviously the communication portion. And then COVID-19 really affected the international Greek startup industry. So being able to interview and do kind of an employee wellness check, which was something I was tasked with on the employees, was great because you see the human side of these employees and how COVID has affected their work performance. And that's something I'm learning about currently in the program. In the MSHRM program. So it was really kind of more interactive, hands-on experience on the international level that really allowed me to kind of see how COVID affected these individuals in Greece and the startup. So it taught me a lot of resilience and intercultural communication skills. I had to communicate and make sure I was communicating. I was a bit shy at first. I'm naturally an introvert, so it's hard for me to kind of, I usually have a lot of self-doubt when it comes to communication, but intercultural communication, the Greeks will tell you that they're very blunt, they're very spot on, and just like the collectivism, how different the work culture is. I think it's more of a group culture in Greek, and particularly in the startup, I saw that a lot. They care about each other, and the founders wanted to do this initiative because they don't have an HR representative or HR department. So having me as an intern was very beneficial for them to kind of analyze and do employee wellness surveys, and also that uh, played a huge part in their performance appraisal too, because the pandemic has been going on for so long. So just being able to connect with these professionals, specifically, my supervisor was Janis Nikopoulos, which was the founder, and just learning from him and working alongside him taught me so much about professionalism and the museum industry and Greece, and how much he cared about his employees, and learning that information. You know, for a small startup that doesn't have an HR department, it's super important to still maintain that HR integrity, and being able to be there and provide them with some resources definitely was something that I felt and I took away with as a greater HR professional as well. So a little bit about Clio Muse, like I said, they do have virtual tours, and you are able to visit remotely. So check out their website on Clio Muse, and they have several self-guided virtual experiences. And I just wanted to quote Audre Lorde, which is a poet, that kind of take away from this experience that it's not our differences that divide us, it is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. And I feel that that's so relevant to this virtual environment that we're living in, particularly because a lot of students might think that a virtual internship is still not beneficial, but you're still connecting, you're still working with these professionals. It might be through a screen, but the professionalism, the skills that you take, and you're still communicating, you're still learning those skills. And I feel that this is a new environment, and this is a kind of new world that we're living in, that definitely I feel grateful for this experience. And now I have some contacts in Greece that if I ever want to go back, or hopefully in the future, and my HR career, that if I get a global posting, I can always rely on. So now I'm going to actually pull up their website, because I do want to show you a little bit about them. So let's just bear with me. So this is the Clio Muse tour website. You can go to cliomuse.tours.com, and they have a ton of destinations that you're able to do. The startup has built their branding and their virtual experiences really great, and they are an award-winning startup. They have been featured on New York Times. So being an FIU Panther and being a representative of someone from Miami, Florida, and FIU was great. I don't think that they've ever had a student from FIU, and they've been obviously working with embassies. They have long-standing partnerships. So it was really cool to kind of see how COVID has affected them in this new environment that they're living in. And I just want to go ahead and feature how proud I am to have been featured on their intern page. This is kind of a little quirky self-plug-in, but yeah, definitely this was a great experience. And I am free to any questions that any committee members or Jillian have for me. I definitely want to go ahead and also extend my sense of gratitude again, because this opportunity wouldn't have been possible without it. And being able to do the third party program provider with Arcadia University and connecting it, and having those classes, but also interning was great. It was great to kind of expand a little bit on my HR experience, and that kind of business model that is different from a US business model in Greece. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and best wishes for health and safety, and thank you so much.